right, let's do this one last time.
This will not be the last time.
There's only one Spider-Man. And you're looking at him.
They've got Peter Parker narrating his intro for the first minute and a half, and that's fine, but I feel like they could have just cut right to the section with Miles singing and doing his little art on his stickers. You could have just shown Peter fighting some crime, kind of just existing as Spider-Man. We know who Peter Parker is, we know who Spider-Man is. If this is somebody's first Spider-Man movie, the origin story is not crucial to enjoying a Spider-Man movie or any superhero movie, but every fucking superhero movie ever feels the need to have an origin story for every single character that ever gets introduced at any point in the movie. I love the way they introduce Miles, where he's sitting here, he's just a kid, he's doing his art, he's singing along in a way that we can all relate to, where you don't know all the words, but you still love a song, so you just kind of along with it. There's so much relatability in this sequence where Miles' dad picks him up and takes him to school. You've got this thing where dad's trying to talk to the teenager's too cool, he knows too much. You've got the kid getting embarrassed by the dad whenever his friends see him. And then you've got the trope of the kid's going to a school he doesn't want to go to, but the dad wants him to go to a good school, so it's the best one in his area. Everything is so relatable. And this kid's gonna become Spider-Man. And I feel like that's an important thing with any movie, but especially superhero movies. Especially movies where the young adult or the teenager becomes the superhero. If he doesn't feel relatable, it doesn't really hit the same whenever he gets his superpower.
Mr. Morales, moving in the dark. You're late again.
Einstein said time is relative, right? Maybe I'm not late. Maybe you guys are early.
No, that was a good one. People would have laughed. Come on.
Tomorrow, find that girl, walk up to her and be like, hey.
Worst advice ever. Do not do this.
Really? Because if you do, that's cool, but if you don't, you gotta keep it moving.
That's intentional.
Miles and his Uncle Aaron go down to the sewers and do this graffiti mural that says no expectations. I really love how this mural that says no expectations contrasts with how the first 10 minutes of the movie has been showing how Miles has these huge expectations that are set on him. A lot of movies are really obvious and real explicit with their foreshadowing. And in case you missed it, there was the book called Great Expectations that they flashed during this montage at school.
Hey.
Okay, then. I'll see you around.
Oh, see you.
Hey!
Assault.
Okay, I have a plan. I'm gonna pull really hard.
That's a terrible plan.
One.
I feel like this is kind of on you, Gwen. You're Spider-Gwen. Couldn't you have helped him? You kind of know how to release this spider grip on your hair, don't you? Why didn't you talk him through it a little bit? Instead of not helping at all, she just fucking stands there and lets her hair get ripped out of her head.
No one saw. It's okay. No one knows. No one knows. Everyone knows.
Yeah, dude. Everyone knows.
It's not after me.
Is that Green Goblin?
Why won't you quit?
Hey, yo, what the fuck is this giant green goblin?
You like my new toy? Cost me a fortune, but hey, can't take it with you, right?
Yo, what the fuck is up with this guy? Why is he so gigantic and wide? Why is his head 2 feet down from the top of his back? Why is his tie so small?
Listen, we gotta team up here. We don't have that much time. This override key is the only way to stop the collider. Swing up there, use this key, push the button and blow it up.
This kid's like 12. How are you gonna just put all this responsibility on his shoulders? Tobey Maguire was like 30 when he became Spider-Man.
Police, put your hands up. Miles? Miles?
So Miles sees Kingpin kill Peter. He runs away, gets chased by Prowler, comes home when he's supposed to be sleeping at his boarding school. And his dad comes in, freeze, police, and then Fucking nothing. He asks if he can stay the night. His dad says no. His mom says yes. The woman's in charge. And then nothing. They don't fucking ask him any questions about what sort of gang activity he's been into, what sort of drugs he's been doing. Like, why are you here? It's nighttime, it's dark out. Aren't there rules when your kids are at boarding school? And why is he at a boarding school when he's like 10 minutes from the boarding school? What's the point of that? Yeah, Spider-Man just died. This grave would be flooded with people at all hours.
Hey, kid.
Since when does Spider-Man have electric powers?
All right, people, let's do this one last time.
This will not be the last time.
Because you know what? No matter how many times I get hit, I always get back up.
Hey yo, why'd they put my boy Spider-Man in this position?
Did you know that seahorses, that they mate for life? Could you imagine a seahorse seeing another seahorse and then making it work?
So you had the first Peter Parker, which is like the peak, the pure, the ideal Spider-Man, the perfect person that you would aspire to be. And then we've got Peter B. Parker, who's been Spider-Man for 22 years. And this is the more relatable Spider-Man. He's got a divorce, he's got all these problems. This is something that isn't idealized.
And it's a no on the cape.
I think it's cool.
Take that off, it's disrespectful. Spider-Man doesn't wear a cape.
No capes! So how do we retrace Peter's steps?
Oh, that's a good question. What would I do if I were me? Got it. Step 1, I infiltrate the lab. 2, find the head scientist's computer.
That lady with the bike is the head scientist. I saw her in this documentary at school.
Yeah, this documentary in school. This movie foreshadows in such a subtle way that it gives you a reason to go back and watch it a second or a third time.
Kingpin.
Bro is not fitting through that front door.
Miles, where did you go?
I'm right here.
Where? I can't see you.
I'm right in front of you. Can Spider-Man turn invisible?
Good fucking question. Can Spider-Man turn invisible? What is this? Electric shock and now invisibility? In case you needed more proof that Doc Ock is a psycho, look at this fucking desktop. What the fuck?
Obviously, you've been glitching.
Glitching? No. Why would you even say that?
If you stay in this dimension too long, your body's gonna disintegrate.
They really yada yada the fuck out of this. So you're in a different dimension, so your cells are decaying? But why? Doesn't matter. Shut up. Enjoy your popcorn.
Hey guys.
This is Spider-Gwen. She's in a rock band, so her theme music is rock. Nice.
All right, people. Let's start at the beginning one last time.
This will not be the last time.
My spider sense told me to head to Vision's Academy.
I think what you meant to say was, the writers told me to go to Vision Academy. Did she enroll in this school? How did she enroll without her parents? If she's not enrolled, how did she get on the premise? Have you tried getting into a fucking school without proper identification and a visitor's badge these days? Okay, listen. Fisk, he has a lot of reasons to feel bad. He has a lot of things he could feel guilty for. His wife and kid getting killed by that semi is not one of those things.
I'm not ready for this.
So funny about this is that they're both seeing somebody that's dead to them. Because in his world, he buried Aunt May, if you remember back in his intro montage. And then she just buried him a week ago whenever Kingpin killed Peter Parker.
You could take away the Jeep, the plane, imagine it way smaller, imagine a futon. I feel sad for this guy.
I love this. If you look in the background and you see all these suits lined up around, a lot of these suits are available to play in the Spider-Man games.
Because when a Spider-Man is on the floor,
when you think you can't keep going.
Get up, Miles. Get ice cool it.
Come on, Miles, get up. Get up.
You need to be more honest with yourself about this. He's not ready.
Daddy, it's obvious.
Bro, what just happened? Did Miles just get jumped into a gang?
Miles, what is going on with you? Nobody's heard from you. We don't know what's going on. Look, if you're hiding something from us, you need to come clean. You call me back now.
Bro, I don't want to hear it. You had your chance. He came home in the middle of the night that one time and you just let him go right to bed. You didn't ask him no questions. Now you want to call and freak out? Once again, peak foreshadowing. He tried to call Uncle Aaron. His dad tried to call Uncle Aaron. Uncle Aaron's out of town. Why? Uncle Aaron's the fucking prowler. That's why. You never saw it coming. I never saw it coming. Whenever the reveal that Uncle Aaron is the prowler, I was shocked. I thought that the prowler had followed Miles here. I did not see Uncle Aaron being the prowler at all. Bravo. I think it's cool that Uncle Aaron is the prowler. What I don't think is cool is how little they really talk about the prowler. I think this is maybe the second time that you've even seen him. They don't really say his name a lot. What's special about him? He's just some dude in a purple costume. In a genre that spends copious amount of time on origin stories, I feel like the prowler could have gotten a minute or two of origin story. Why not?
What are you waiting for? Finish it.
Fisk was a crime boss. Why is he sitting right out front where the crime is happening?
I wanted you to look up to me. I let you down, man. I let you down.
This death scene for the prowler is so fucking weak. Couldn't they have just done something like they did with Peter earlier in the movie where Kingpin slammed down on him and he died? Couldn't they have just done something like when Kingpin shot Uncle Aaron? You should have just had him fall over and not say a word. This whole ending speech, these are always so cringe. And this crying face, straight up nightmare fuel. What the fuck is that?
Miles, the hardest thing about this job is you can't always save everybody.
Like if it was my fault, you wouldn't understand.
Miles, we're probably the only ones who do understand.
You don't know how I feel? I know exactly how you feel.
I need the goober. Please don't make me take it from you.
That's not fair. You gotta tell them I can do this.
It wasn't their decision.
Is Peter B. Parker in charge? What do you mean it's not their decision? This is one dynamic that really goes unexplained. I think it's because this guy looks like Peter Parker and everybody else are these weird Spider-Man spin-offs that nobody knows about, but I could be wrong.
When do I know I'm Spider-Man?
You won't. That's all it is, Miles. A leap of faith.
What's up, danger?
This is such a cool moment. It comes on a little fast, but this arc of Miles going from no experience to a little bit of teaching from the Peter B. Parker to wanting to be something more than he actually is to becoming what he wanted to be, kind of not really, like he didn't really earn this, like he didn't train to, he's kind of rising to the occasion with no explanation or no reason why he should have risen to the occasion, but it's still cool. This is a cool moment. Bro jumps off a building. It's cool.
MJ?
Pay attention. It's not your MJ, Peter, okay?
I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
Bro, chill. You're divorced in your world. Respect the boundaries.
Wow, Miles! You're doing it on command!
It's about time, right?
Miles!
You figured
Yeah, whatever. All that's very touching. But really, why is bro's head shaped like that?
You hard-boiled turtle slapper!
I got the portal open. You first, Penny.
Thank you, Miles. From both of us.
I love you all. I'm taking this cube thing with me.
This whole ending sequence where each of the spider people are sent back to their own dimension, I feel is a really good payoff. You've got the appropriate amount of emotion for each character. Like with Penny and the pig, there wasn't really a lot of character building throughout the film. And with the black and white Spider-Man, he says, you know, I love you, and that's really touching. It doesn't feel forced, it doesn't feel too extra, and he even lightens it up with a little, I'm taking this Rubik's Cube with me, which is obviously gonna be really weird in a whole black and white world. It's a good payoff. All of the characters And then even where Miles is sending Peter off, this could have come off as really cheesy and not earned, but everything's been leading up to this, and it really pays off.
You ever hear the shoulder touch?
What?
Hey.
This is why this movie is so good. There's so many little quips, there's so many little funny moments. This is a movie that you could watch 2-3 times and not catch everything.
Yeah, I'm the new Spider-Man. Check it out. Whoa! That was part of the movie. Okay, let's do this one last time, yeah? For real this time. This is it.
It will not be the last time. And because every fucking movie these days needs an end credit scene, here is the obligatory end credit scene. At least they did something funny with this end credit scene. A lot of times it's just a wink at the end of a shitty movie, winking to another shitty movie. You shouldn't have watched the one that you just watched. You're not gonna watch the one that they just winked at. What's the fucking point? But in this one, it's clever. It's a wink at the next movie. You're gonna wanna watch that one. You should have enjoyed the one you just watched. This was great. Spider-Man Into the Multiverse is a special movie. In modern society, there's just a sea of shit and trash and virtue signaling and woke ideology and some agenda trying to get pushed through a government psyop through the fucking movies. Everything is just so hit and miss these days. But Into the Spiderverse is a breath of fresh air. The writing, the art style, the action, the fight scenes, everything comes together so well to where even in the moments where one aspect might not be so good, the other aspects of it make up for its shortcomings. I can understand why some people might question why is Miles Morales the main character in this Spider-Man, but I think it's a breath of fresh air. I'm 31, I've been hearing about Peter Parker my whole life. I think it's pretty cool to get a different Spider-Man every once in a while. I really enjoyed this movie. I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10.